This Brit is rubbing off on her and I love it. I am here for it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren if you're new here, and yay, welcome back to another Taylor Swift video. I've really been enjoying making my celebrity videos, and I love that you've been requesting that I cover Taylor Swift a little bit more, so I'm going to be doing just that. I've been wanting to make this video for a while because woo, Reputation has been quite a journey. The different melodies and the different song styles. She goes from like rapping into electro pop and then back into her acoustic roots, and it's just so good I could gush about it forever. So let's just gush about it together in this video, okay? I'm gonna give you a little chitty chat video where I talk about the best lyrics from Reputation. Now, if you're not already following me on Twitter and Instagram, you should be, because I asked for your guys' help with this video. On Twitter and on the Swift Life, I asked you guys to tell me your favorite lyrics from Reputation, and thank you so much for the awesome response I got. There were a lot of comments. I'll be showing you guys my thanks by featuring your tweets and comments in my videos, so keep a lookout for your names. So let's get started. And he can be my jailer, Burton to this Taylor, from Ready For It. Ugh. Ready For It was a great song. I remember the first moment when we all heard it and we were all like freaking out, like, what do you mean? This new Taylor's amazing. Oh, that was a good one. I really like this line because she's referencing Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor. They were one of the first couples to receive excessive media coverage of their relationship. All of this media attention negatively affected their relationship too. They went to extreme lengths to avoid the paparazzi and the limelight, much like Taylor Swift has done recently. Here's a quote on Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton's relationship from the article titled A Passionate Love. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton through the years. After meeting on the set of Cleopatra in the early 60s, actress Elizabeth Taylor and actor Richard Burton began one of the most publicized and turbulent love stories of all time, captivating millions with their on-again, off-again relationship. Despite the drama, they shared a love that was deep and fierce, the kind of love that can often be described as destructive as it is beautiful. So yeah, that's an incredible metaphor that Taylor found. Burton to this Taylor. I mean, freaking genius, I tell you. Also, here's another angle to this line that I don't really feel like people are talking about. Some of you Tumblr Swifties are talking about this, but I don't know how I missed this the first time. Mainstream media missed this because it's pretty obvious now. Is she saying jailer, like prisoner? Or is she saying jailer? Is she shipping herself, Joe and Taylor, already, smushing their names together? I mean, we've already done it with her before. There was Taven, there was Hiddle Swift. Did she call it out first before we even had a chance to? Oh, this line has so many meanings and angles. I love it. So happy to start the list with this one. Moving on. I bury hatchets, but I keep maps of where I put them, from Endgame. Ugh. That line slays me, I swear. I feel like this lyric was like the first like stinger of the album for me personally. And a bunch of you on the Swift Life agree with me. So thank you for your comments, because this line is fire. It's so fire. I can't even touch it. I will burn myself. Like, that's how good it is. Here's a fun fact for you. The phrase bury the hatchet, it literally comes from the term of burying the hatchet or the tomahawk or your weapon of some kind. Weapons were to be buried during times of peace. So in this line, she's like, yeah, I'm happy to make peace with whoever wrongs me, but you better believe I'm gonna remember exactly where I buried that hatchet. I even have coordinates on a map to find it again if you cross me. I may forgive, but I will never forget. Oh, next one. But if he drops my name, then I owe him nothing. And if he spends my change, then he had it coming. From I Did Something Bad. This is a snarky line that I truly appreciate. I think this verse is about Calvin for sure. After their messy breakup, Calvin was dropping her name and tweeting all of this bad stuff about Taylor. And then when she says, if he spends my change, then he had it coming, this is totally referencing her writing and coming up with the idea for his mega hit, This Is What You Came For. If you spend my change, Calvin, then you have it coming. Come on. I mean, Taylor sat down at a piano, recorded a demo into her iPhone of this song, and then sent it to Calvin to be produced. This whole debacle is how Niles Sjoberg was born, Taylor's secret pseudonym so she could get away with having a writing credit on the song. So this is a cheeky little line that oozes power and strength and basically says, karma, Calvin, karma. On to the next. Don't blame me, love made me crazy. If it doesn't, you ain't doing it right. From Don't Blame Me. I still have yet to decode this song. I'm thinking that I'm going to though. It's just so good. I get some kind of like Hozier Take Me to Church vibes when I listen to it. Like the beat's similar, it sounds a little bit similar. Let me know if you agree with me at all on that one. But okay, anyway, so this line. Raise your hand if you've ever been in a relationship that drove you crazy, made you act crazy, or legit turned you into a psycho person. Guilty. I mean, come on now. I feel like we've all been there. I can think of a few past relationships that turned me into a psycho person for whatever reason. Oh man, love is fun, isn't it? Love is an insane emotion that can take over our whole body and make us do things we wouldn't normally do. That's a relatable part of this line. I relate to this line. But what I find interesting is that in this line, it reminds me of an old song from Fearless called The Way I Loved You. Remember that one? Oh, that was a good one too. That might be one of my top Taylor songs of all time, to be totally honest with you. The chorus reads, "But I miss screaming and fighting and kissing in the rain, and it's 2 a.m. and I'm cursing your name. So in love that I acted insane, and that's the way I loved you." Man, even at 19 years old, Taylor Swift was spitting some knowledge. I relate to this though. Sometimes the best kind of love drives you crazy in ways you can't explain. Taylor says here, "Don't blame me. Love made me a crazy person. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're not doing it right. Sorry about it." Next. So I actually chose 3 lyrics from Delicate because Delicate's a good one with some lyrical poetry all up in it. First one, "My reputation's never been worse, so you must love me for me." Oh, I love this one. This is an awesome, honest line. You all already know about the year that Taylor Swift had in 2016, the year that led Taylor Swift into hiding. First there was Kim Kardashian and Kanye, then there was Calvin Harris, and there was a little bit of Katy Perry drama sprinkled up in there. So essentially this was the year that we said goodbye to Taylor Swift's squeaky clean image that we knew and loved for so long. The press was tearing her apart, calling her a liar and manipulative, and every bad name you could think of. I truly believe that this line, and most likely the entire song, is directed towards her new beau, Joe Alwyn. She's saying, well, my reputation's literally never been worse, and you still want to be with me. You must really like me for me and not any other reason. Because there are a lot of lies out there about me right now, which I think is an amazingly sweet lyric. Joe sounds like a great guy to make her this happy, and I'm so happy to hear it. I can't wait to see more from the happy couple. Second one, "We can't make any promises now, can we, babe? But you can make me a drink." So this line is directly after the line that I just talked about, and I had to give it its own spotlight because it's so good. I like this one a lot because it's realistic. When you first start out in a relationship, it's hard to make promises and make plans because you have no idea what's going to happen in the future or what obstacles will be thrown your way. So she's just saying, screw it. Let's not put too much pressure on us right now. Don't make me any promises. Just stir it up, make me a drink so we can enjoy this moment for what it is right now. Which I love because I feel like this whole song is about how she's feeling that it's delicate and that they should both tread lightly and see what happens. Very smart moves in my opinion. Handsome, you're a mansion with a view. This is a classic example of amazing Taylor Swift poetry. I love this one. When you think of a home or a house, you think of comfort and security. If she were to categorize Joe as a house, he would be a gorgeous AF mansion with a sick view. He's over the top and regal enough to be deserving of the title of mansion, comma, with a view. I love that very much. Great line. "I'm yours to keep and I'm yours to lose" from So It Goes. I feel like So It Goes is like an underrated song. I don't really see a lot of people talking about it online. It's a great one. The lyrics and message in this one are absolutely incredible. This line, "I'm yours to keep and I'm yours to lose," is a very real fear of anyone and everyone in a relationship. We are taking this risk together. I'm giving you my trust by saying that I'm yours to keep forever, and with that, I'm also yours to lose forever. Relationships are scary and full of risk and full of self-sacrifice just to keep things happy and healthy. So I feel like this lyric is highlighting that very realistic fear. This next one gets me every time. "The ties were black, the lies were white." From Getaway Car. Hopefully you all saw my Getaway Car decoded video. If you haven't, check it out, links in the description, because I talk about how this line in particular is, I think, my favorite line in the whole album. I think. I might be claiming that on a few lyrics. We'll see how this video goes. It's just so good. So obviously you already hopefully know that the phrase black tie is a type of dress code at social events, weddings, etc. When someone says, "Please wear black tie attire," you know that that party's about to be fancy AF with ball gowns and black ties and tuxes. So because I'm pretty sure that Getaway Car is Taylor Swift's breakup song to Tom Hiddleston, I think she's setting the scene here at the 2016 Met Gala by saying the ties were black and the lies were white. A white lie is like a little minor, well-intentioned lie. It's like saying these details don't really matter that much. It's just a really great poetic line with the juxtaposition of black versus white that is, of course, another line of lyrical gold. Thank you, Taylor Swift. Don't know what planet you came from, but please don't ever leave us. X marks the spot where we fell apart. He poisoned the well, I was lying to myself. I just can't help but dance when I hear this song and when this chorus drops. Hopefully you can relate. It's just so catchy. She's saying that if you gave me a map, X marks the spot. I can see exactly where we fell apart and why. The next line is one of my favorites too, because she says, when he poisoned the well, I was lying to myself. No clue how Taylor comes up with these words that make so much sense. This is relatable to anyone who has ever been in a bad relationship or that stayed in an unhealthy one longer than they should have been. She was lying to herself that he had poisoned the well, when in fact it was poisoned. I also said this in my getaway car decoded video, but I'll say it again. The thing with poison is it might not kill you right away, but once you're already drinking it, the deal is done. There's no way to turn back and you're slowly beginning to poison yourself. Amazing words, Taylor, amazing. Change my priorities. The taste of your lips is my idea of luxury. From King of My Heart. Oof, King of My Heart has stolen my heart for real though. This is a lyric that really signifies Taylor Swift's lifestyle change. Instead of expensive cars, luxurious vacations, and swan goals, she's now saying that her idea of luxury is kissing her new boyfriend, which is just so sweet and romantic. Now, for this next part of King of My Heart, I couldn't just choose one of the lines, so I'm just gonna read you the whole verse because I love it so much and it's my channel and I can do whatever I want. Is this the end of all the endings? My broken bones are mending with all these nights we're spending. Up on the roof with a schoolgirl crush, drinking beer out of plastic cups. Say you fancy me, not fancy stuff. Baby, all at once, this is enough. I honestly don't even think this verse needs explaining. If you understand English, you know what she's saying. It's just a really well put together verse. The rhythm is really great. It's slow at first and then it picks up at the end. She's such a great songwriter, it's insane. Here, she's letting us in on the beginnings of her relationship with Joe and how they began to connect and form a bond. I mean, she's talking to us from the perspective of having a schoolgirl crush, which in my mind means that it was before they had discussed officially becoming a couple. She was still calling it a crush. Oh, it's so cute. I can't stand it. And I love that she's using British slang once again by saying, you fancy me, not fancy stuff. This Brit is rubbing off on her and I love it. I am here for it. My love had been frozen, deep blue, but you painted me golden. From Dancing with Our Hands Tied. Such a good metaphor in this one. If you come out of a relationship that cuts you deeply, some could say that they feel like frozen to the core. I actually recently got a comment on my channel from someone named Super Princess, and she reminded me that Taylor included a really insightful prologue to her album Red. Thank you, Super Princess. I'll read the part that this reminds me of. She's talking about how love can be described in colors and why she chose red as the album name, saying that love can sometimes go from 0 to 100 miles per hour and then hit a wall and explode. And that feels like the color red to her. She then says, and there's something to be proud of about moving on and realizing that real love shines golden like starlight and doesn't fade or spontaneously combust. Maybe I'll write a whole album about that kind of love if I ever find it. Isn't that cool? Thank you so much, Super Princess. I totally forgot about that whole prologue. I reread it and it was great. Like, I got chills reading that. Red came out in 2012, and now here we are in 2018 loving her new album Reputation, about how she sings about a love that painted her golden. That makes me so very happy to rediscover, and I hope you enjoyed that too. Inescapable, I'm not even gonna try. But if I get burned, at least we were electrified. From Dress. Another super realistic line from Queen Tay about the facts of love. She says she cannot escape these feelings that she has for him, and she's recognizing that there still is the possibility of being burned and getting hurt, but hey, at least we were electrified and full of static chemistry and love all at once. And then I just really love how cute the next line is. I'm spilling wine in the bathtub, you kiss my face and we're both drunk. Like, aww. It's so cute. I just feel like that's a super cute, happy memory that she has with him. I love that she's kind of peeling back her protective veil and letting us see into the happy moments like this. No real explanation needed, just all the feels. Next one. And therein lies the issue, friends don't try to trick you. Yes, so much yes to this line, Taylor. She is calling out all the people who've wronged her, who've told lies about her, and she's being like, nope, nope, big fat nope. I know who my real friends are and I know who my fake friends are. And here's to you, cause forgiveness is a nice thing to do. Haha, I can't even say it with a straight face. This part makes me so happy. The first time I heard it, by the way, comment down below if you watched my Reputation live stream and saw me hear this line for the first time. Amazing. I was like floored. I was shook. I'm a big fan of the new Taylor. Huge. She's showing her more sassy side and standing up for herself, being like, okay, cool. I don't need to forgive everyone in my life who's wronged me. It's my life. I do what I want. And in case you haven't noticed, I'm doing just fine. Yas, girl. Yas. My babies fly like a jet stream, high above the whole scene, loves me like I'm brand new. From Call It What You Want. This was one of the first songs we heard from Reputation, and it makes me so happy to read these lyrics. When we were all so sad that Taylor was in hiding, she was in England living her best life, falling in love, not caring about what anyone said about her. Here she's talking about Joe and how he is way above the whole gossip scene and doesn't care what anyone writes about her. He loves her like she's brand new, and I just think that's so special. On to the last song. This has been a fun video. I'll be there if you're the toast of the town, babe, or if you strike out and you're crawling home from New Year's Day. Okay, so you all saw me react to New Year's Day when it was released through that sneak peek on ABC. And I will admit, when I first heard it, I wasn't super crazy about it. At least not as crazy as I was about the other songs when I first heard those. I also wonder if it has something to do with the fact that when I watched that ABC commercial thing, the other people were singing and I couldn't quite hear the lyrics. Maybe, I don't know. After listening to it the second and third time, I fell in love. Deep, deep love with New Year's Day. On New Year's Day, I had it on repeat. I seriously listened to it like 70 times. Oops. I think this song is so beautiful and meaningful. We all know that Taylor likes to end her albums with a meaningful song about change and new beginnings, and I really think this song did just that. This line here is just so sweet and highlights an important part of a healthy relationship. Your partner needs to be there for you during the high times as well as the low times, and vice versa. Here, Taylor is saying, babe, if you win a freaking Oscar, you know I will be the one clapping right in the front row. And I'll also be there if you don't win that Oscar and you come crawling home, because that's what true love is about. I really like that message. Oh my God. I'll be honest with you, it was really tough to go through all these lyrics and just choose my favorites because, in case you couldn't already tell, I love all of them. Every single lyric, every single one. Some of them just have more meaning that like speaks more to me. I love that you all were commenting and tweeting me lines that really spoke to you. I so appreciate you guys interacting with me. It's like my favorite part of making these videos is seeing what you guys think. So thank you so much for being so supportive. I have more Taylor Swift videos coming your way, and I'm really excited about what 2018 has to offer me. I'm just so excited that my channel's about to hit 10,000 subscribers. I'm only a few subscribers away. It might even be at 10,000 when you're watching this, and I just think that's really cool. That's a huge monumental moment for me in my life. Just thank you. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to leave it a like and share it with all of your Swiftie friends. I'd love to know what everybody thinks. Don't forget to comment down below your favorite lyrics from Reputation. I know it's a hard question. Here's a fun game to play though. Give yourself the limitations of a desert island. You're about to be trapped on a desert island. What are the 3 Taylor Swift songs from Reputation that you would bring with you? It's a hard one, I know. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also hit that bell so you can know exactly when I upload and be the first to comment and the first to watch it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Ah, go away, plane. Okay, so instead, let's gush about it right here. Ow. I keep hitting this thing with my elbow. Ah. I'm gonna give you a little bit. So let's get started. I clap like I'm a cheerleader. Ready? Okay. Why do I clap? So let's get started. Oh, I clapped again. Is she saying jailer? Am I sweating? So this is basically a cheeky little line that oozes power and strength. The f was that? Oh, there's a ghost. What just happened? Sketch. There's a ghost in my room. But what I find interesting in this line, blah, 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 is directed towards her new beau, Joe. So because, ooh, what's in my eye? What's in my eye? Ah, my love had been frozen. Oh, my nose is so itchy. Ah, okay. X marks the spot where we fell apart. He poisoned the well and was lying to myself. Can't use that one.